All right, and now we are to the ad level. This is where we're finally going to create that ad, the last part of the whole setup. We're going to launch them and we are ready to go. So go ahead and go to Ads Manager. All right, so now we're going to go over the ad level. This is very universal across each of these campaign objectives, except catalog sales and lead generation is a little unique. So first we're going to start with the main ad level that most of us are going to be messing with, and then we're going to go over lead generation and catalog sales. So let's come here to the conversions objective, continue. We already finished setting up our ad set level, and now we're coming here to add. So the first thing you do in ad level is set up your identity. You're going to be choosing your Facebook page. So you're going to choose the page you want connected to the ad. You're also going to do the same for the Instagram account. All the pages that we had originally added to our business manager and then connected them to our ad account, we should be able to access them all right here in the identity. After that, we come down here to ad setup. Now there's a few things we can do. We can either create a new ad or we can use an existing post. The Creative Hub mockup, don't really use it or like it that much, going to be honest. We are going to focus on just creating an ad and even using existing posts I use a lot. So first, create an ad. When you're going to create it, you could choose to either have just a single image or video, a carousel, which is like a scroller where people can scroll to the side and see all the different products, which we want to do that by choosing the catalog sales objective. So I don't really use carousels at the ad level except through that objective. And that's actually very similar to collection, which I also want to do mainly in catalog sales. So we're just focusing on this single image or video. What we're going to do then is come down here to the actual ad creative. And this is where we can add our media, add our image or our video we're going to use. And then we're going to set our text, our headline, and our description if you wanted. So quickly, let's go over this. So if we're going to add media, we could add an image or add a video. So if I wanted a video, I had no videos, so I could go ahead and upload them here. Same thing with a picture. Once you have that added here to the right, this is where you're going to put your text. So hopefully if you were in the Facebook ad library, you were studying your competitors and you know your business very well, it's going to be easy for you to come up with a great, 3 to 6 lines about just enticing your customer, giving them that value, excluding non-buyers, and just plugging that in right here. So your text is what's going to display above the ad. Your headline is what's going to display here under the ad. And if you wanted to send them to your website, you're clicking that and you're going to put in your URL. If you wanted to change the actual link that displayed here, you could just put that in and it would change that. And then you're going to have your call to action. The call to action needs to be relevant. So if really the main goal is you want them to come and learn more about you, that's the one you're going to choose, learn more. If you want them to purchase and buy something, you're going to click shop now. So take a look through these, and based on your goals, you're going to choose what call to action button you want. Down here to languages, most of us aren't going to touch that. Down here to tracking, most of us aren't going to touch this either, but we will talk about this in the advanced module later. So now coming out of this, and now we're going to come to catalog sales. So if we had chosen catalog sales, we had our campaign set, our ad level set, now we're at the ads. So one thing, what you can do is come down here. So once you have that set, you're going to be able to come down here and choose if you want the ad setup to have dynamic formats and creative. And this is basically just going to deliver a slightly different version to different people to see which works best. If you want to do this, you can. And then down below, you'll be able to add a different option that will do different variations. Most of us probably won't use that. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And when you do, you're going to see that now we're here. We can use that carousel made up of the products set that we chose here in our ad set level, right? So we chose it, we come back here to add, and now we are able to display these product carousels so much easier than having to build those one by one. And so again, you come down here and set this up. The primary text, what is above it. If let's say that you wanted to use this for remarketing, so here at your ad set level, you would have chosen, a custom audience of, say all web visits within 180 days who came to your site. So you'd remarket to them with this catalog. So once you had that set, you're literally coming here and you would publish it. But now let's go over the last one here for lead forms. So now we come here, lead generation, continue. We had our campaign set, we had our ad set set. Now we're coming to ad level. So 2 errors here. First is that I did not accept the terms of service yet, right? Again, this is an example, so I would have to have gone and accepted those terms, which I'm going to do here in a second anyways. But also the second error is I need a form, right? Because we're going to collect that data. So this is the difference between lead generation and the other types of ads that you would create. Because now when we get down here to the actual ad level, and you're going to be putting in, again, your text, your headline, you're also going to need the instant form. And the form is what's going to be that once they click it, it pops right up to be able to put in their data and sign up, which is the call to action you can see automatically set up for lead generation. So what you do is you come here, you create the form, you title the form, and here's where you're going to put in all the intro. So you have your, if you had an image, you could put that here at the top. Headline, you won't regret choosing us. Maybe it could be the headline, and then you have the paragraph. Just like an opening statement, just to entice them to continue to fill out the form that you can do the job. And then here, where you put in the questions, right? So you're going to want their email, their full name. Maybe you're also going to want, their phone number or their address. So you're literally just going to come in and build this out specifically for you. But this is going to be the extra step you're going to have to do for lead generation. If that's you, create this lead form, and once you do, you publish it, and it's going to be right here connected for you, and you are going to be set. Then you could go and publish your ad. And that pretty much sums up the process, guys, from creating the campaign, having your objective chosen, your campaign structure set. Then we have our ad set level where we've chosen our targeting. We have a great place to start off with. Our audience level is set right. We have a decent budget to go off of. And then we now have our ad, which is our content that should be unique, engaging, creative. It's excluding non-buyers. It's giving all the incentives, appealing to buyer intent, all these things set, launch, publish this ad. So now you're going to want to give it at least 6 days to gather data. And then in the next videos, we're going to be going over how to look at your data, understand it, and then we're going to optimize it so that your ads perform better moving forward. So give it that time if you need it. And if you're ready, move on to the next videos.